It's the WP Minute. Support independent WordPress news like this. Join the Slack membership or purchase a classified listing in the weekly newsletter at thewpminute.com/support. You know how it goes. Everything I mention here will be linked up in the newsletter and the blog post. Check out thewpminute.com for the links. After a time formatting bug caused a 24-hour delay, WordPress 6.2, codename Dolphy, was released on March 29th. According to core contributor Jean-Baptiste Audras, 607 people from at least 50 countries were part of the release squad. Perhaps the biggest development in 6.2 is that the beta label has been removed from the site editor. The feature was first added in WordPress 5.9 and has undergone steady improvements. A new interface has been implemented this time around. Other enhancements include a revamped UI for both the block inserter and individual block controls. Direct access to Openverse media has also been added, allowing users to search, download, and insert openly licensed content into their sites. For a rundown of key features, check out a handy guide from GoDaddy's Courtney Robertson. Next up, Stellar WP's Matt Cromwell takes a look at marketing tactics in the WordPress ecosystem, and Raquel's here to share her WordPress Community Minute.
Here's a hot take. A lot of the WordPress people who are bothered by the marketing tactics at Awesomotive aren't really what most would consider to be experts in marketing. Look, I've done a lot of marketing over the years and still wouldn't consider myself an expert necessarily. Well, that's because the range of strategies and tactics available in marketing are immense. Syed Balki, though, founder of Awesomotive, happens to be one of the few in the WordPress space who not only is highly experienced in marketing, but also is well known and highly respected in the broader field of content and content marketing outside of the WordPress space. This doesn't mean that I'm justifying his tactics here at all. What I'm saying, though, is that before everyone screams foul, they need to push the limits of what they know about how marketing works a lot harder. For example, I personally, like many of you, hated the whole experience of canceling an Awesomotive subscription recently. They went to the far extremes of subscription cancellation. But along the way, I also took notes because there's some research and experience in there that I've never touched personally. In another example, I'll be extremely direct. Last year, Awesomotive acquired the far distant second largest WordPress donation plugin called Charitable. Soon after that, any and all mentions of Give WP and WP Beginner articles sank several steps further down the list of recommendations. We literally saw a 5-figure revenue dip in our referral traffic as a result. Naturally, I don't love this tactic, but can they demote their competitor in those articles and give preference to their own? They can. And if I were in their shoes, I'd do the same or similar. I would, of course, want some more transparent messaging about the ownership. In the end of the day, just as Mentiero said in his piece that stirred this whole kettle up again, Awesomotive isn't the company that you or I want it to be, it's the company that they want it to be. And I'd even go a step further and I'd add, if you don't like it, do better. Easier said than done, I know, but I'm in this space to do better and do it my own way, not theirs.
Hey everybody, this is Raquel with an update on events in our WordPress community. Just over a week ago, a Super WordCamp finally returned. As we all know, the pandemic torpedoed our in-person events, and they have been slow to return, especially in North America. Well, through blood, sweat, and tears, the team that organizes WordCamp Phoenix made this happen. WordCamp Phoenix took place in downtown Phoenix, and as expected, it came with all of the feels. The weather was a gorgeous high 60s, clear-skied perfection. The venue was perfectly located in downtown with easy accessibility to the airport and walkable to everything. And the people. Oh, the humans of WordPress showed up big. And this is huge and much needed for local camps. 2022 brought WordCamp US and WordCamp Europe back, and the inaugural WordCamp Asia just commenced last February. These are regional events, yet our local camp scene has been extremely lacking. The WordCamp Phoenix team was ecstatic to, despite all of the obstacles, bring a super camp back. Our hope is that others follow suit. So whether a small local camp or a bit larger super camp, let's get our WordPress events back, fam. I'm Raquel, and you can reach me on Twitter at Raquel_Karina and at Raquel in Slack. DMs are always open. Let's be friends.
WordPress.com alerted users that its access to the Twitter API was suspended on April 4th. No specific reason was provided by Twitter. As Sarah Gooding of WP Tavern reports, the API powers Jetpack's social sharing feature. The situation was in limbo for a few hours, but service was eventually restored. During the outage, users couldn't automatically tweet out new content from their websites. Ironically, or not, Twitter recently announced a new era of transparency at the company. WordPress core contributor Mario Santos recently posted a proposal outlining the Interactivity API. This would enable developers to build blocks that are interactive on the front end. Santos notes examples including the ability to heart a post and perform an instant search. The project is currently experimental. A plugin is available for testing. The makers of Beaver Builder have announced the launch of Assistant Pro. It's a cloud storage and community template platform. Free page builder templates available for download. In addition, a marketplace allows users to both buy and sell. Templates can also be stored in the cloud and shared with team members. A couple of popular commercial plugins have released critical security flaws. Elementor Pro patched a vulnerability that impacted sites running the page builder in conjunction with WooCommerce. Meanwhile, Advanced Custom Fields Pro patched a PHP object injection vulnerability. If you use either plugin, be sure to update to the latest version. The name iThemes has long been recognizable in the WordPress ecosystem. The maker of popular plugins Backup Buddy and iTheme Security Pro has undergone a name change. In order to better reflect their products, the company has announced a rebrand to Solid WP. iThemes customers shouldn't notice any pricing change or support disruption during the transition. From the grab bag, now it's time to take a look at some other interesting topics shared by our contributors. Over on the members-only post status Slack server, WordPress co-founder Matt Mullenweg encouraged the community to, quote, spend as much time leveraging AI as possible, end quote. WP-front.page has more details. WordPress LMS provider LearnDash has announced that it has acquired developer Real Big Plugins. This brings several third-party add-ons in-house. The WordPress training team has released an introduction to WordPress development syllabus. The aim is to create a logical path for learning how to build for the CMS. Justin Tadlock has published a proposal to overhaul the WordPress theme handbook. Joshua Strebel, co-founder of Pagely Managed Hosting, tweeted that he's retiring from the company. Pagely was founded in 2009 and acquired by GoDaddy in 2021. WooCommerce will hold a 24-hour virtual contribution day on April 19th. Both the core plugin and WooCommerce blocks will be the focus of the event. Can you build educational WordPress websites in 15 minutes? Code in WP is sponsoring a contest and is giving away $1,000 to the winner. Automotive CEO Syed Balki tweeted that the company's software can be found on over 25 million websites. A celebratory graphic was displayed outside the NASDAQ headquarters in New York City. Thanks to all of the members who shared these links today: Anamika Beauvalette, Michelle Frechette, Lawrence Loudermy, Courtney Robertson, and Daniel Schutzsmith. Thanks to you, dear listener, for tuning in to your favorite 5 minutes of WordPress news every Wednesday. You can support independent content like this by purchasing us a digital coffee at thewpminute.com/support, or join the membership for $79 a year to support the show and become a producer of the WP Minute at thewpminute.com/support. That's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please share it wherever you do social media and jump on the mailing list at thewpminute.com.